is CBS 4 News This Morning.
It is now 5 o'clock on Wednesday, November 28th. Good morning, everybody. I'm Carly Barnett in for Lauren Pastrana today.
And I'm Maribel Rodriguez. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. And make sure to grab your sweater before heading out the door today. It is a cold start to your Wednesday morning with temperatures tumbling overnight into the low 50s. Yes, 50s.
I know. Can you believe it? I had to dust off these long sleeves this morning. But
my turtleneck is nice and cozy this morning, taking advantage of it, right?
Grab some hot coffee.
Yeah, hot coffee, hot tea. You're going to need to layer up and bundle up.
That's not my decision, but I'm fighting the hard fight too, a lot of behind the scenes stuff to see if what can be done, because I'm just as outraged as you guys are.
This morning, we're hearing the principal at Stoneman Douglas High School's reaction to a staff shakeup. On video, he blasted Broward County School Superintendent for reassessing 4 of his administrators. That decision leading to a walkout and then a sit-in at the high school Tuesday.
Well, Principal Ty Thompson clearly frustrated and blindsided by this decision, so he is calling on the district's leadership and encouraging his students to do the same thing.
CBS 4's Carrie Cobb reports from Sunrise, where Superintendent Robert Runcie answered questions last night.
A large group of
To a CBS 4 safety alert, Miami-Dade police detectives are looking for 3 police impersonators. Detectives say a red Corvette was pulled over early Tuesday morning in Kendall Lakes. The 2 people inside were forced to hand over $2,000, a gold chain, and a gold ring. Police say 2 of the fake cops were wearing ski masks. 1 had a gun. Detectives say the impersonators were in a Dodge Charger and the driver activated red and blue lights.
We take that very serious because our main concern is the trust of the community.
Police say whenever drivers are pulled over, do that in a well-lit area, and if the driver feels unsafe, you can always call 911.
Happening now, more than hundreds are lining up this morning for a chance to get a little help for the holidays. It's that time of the year ago. Again, the Latin Chamber of Commerce will give away 3,000 vouchers this morning.
Well, the vouchers are good for a food basket worth hundreds of dollars. CBS 4's Amber Diaz is live in Little Havana with more. Good morning, Amber.
Good morning to you, Bus 4 this morning.
And hopefully they stay warm, and you see them out there, but you know, they actually really do have a good time. This is a tradition for many of the people going out there.
To be out there all night, too. That's impressive.
All right, it's just about 6:10 now, and straight ahead, it's the latest scam targeting your loved ones. Hear from a woman who got a phone call trying to extort her family. At CBS 4 News Safety Alert ahead at 6:30.
And new this morning, a just-released report in a deadly airline. The last undecided race of campaign 2018 is now officially done. Incumbent Republican Cindy Hyde-Smith is the winner of the heated runoff election for the U.S. Senate seat in Mississippi. Hyde-Smith had been under fire for controversial comments that showed her joking about public hanging and voter suppression. Hyde-Smith was appointed to the Senate in March after Senator Tad Cochran stepped down. It is now 6:17, still ahead. A wild police pursuit is caught on camera. Robbery suspects lead cops on a dangerous chase, and that's the video you don't want to miss ahead at 6:30.
But first, you can't always get what you want, but you can soon buy tickets to the first Rolling Stones concert in South Florida in more than a decade. The details after the break and what's trending. Christina, thank you. 6:23 now, and here are the hot topics trending this morning on social media. Start me up, Rolling Stone fans. The day is here. You can finally start getting your tickets to their 2019 World Tour this morning.
Well, the legendary rock group kicks off a U.S. leg here at Hard Rock Stadium on April 20th. Mark your calendar. It's the first time in more than 10 years that the Stones are coming to Miami. So if you want to get your tickets today, here's what you need to know. The RollingStones.com, the fan club, and VIP pre-sales begin at 10 this morning. It goes until 10 tomorrow night. Now, tomorrow, the Ticketmaster pre-sale begins at 10 in the morning. The Hard Rock Stadium pre-sale begins tomorrow as well at noon. Lots of pre-sales, but if none of those give you satisfaction, tickets go on sale to the general public on Friday.
And I saw them at the Orange Bowl. I'm not going to say how long ago that was, but if you know about the Orange Bowl, you know how long that was, right? We're posting cool photos and videos all day long on our CBS Miami Facebook page.
Well, CBS This Morning is coming up at 7 right here on CBS 4.
Gail King, there she is, joining us live from the CBS This Morning studios in New York. Gail, good morning.
Hey, Maribel and Carly, we're almost ready. Getting ready. We'll be ready at 7 o'clock, I'll tell you that. Head on, see you guys, 7 o'clock. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Gail. Keeping those packages safe important, especially this time of year.
Very important.
Remember,
yes, right.
CBS This Morning kicks off at 7 right here on CBS 4.
CBS 4 This Morning. We'll be right back. 6:25, everyone. Rise and shine.
This is CBS 4 News This Morning.
Right now at 6:30, a chilling phone call. A man telling a mother that he's kidnapped their child, only it was all a scam. Find out how you can protect your family in a CBS 4 News safety alert.
Help for the holidays. You're looking at live pictures out of Little Havana, where thousands of vouchers will be given to families in need so they can have a holiday meal.
And we have a live look outside in Miami Beach. Bundle up, the cold front is officially here. Lisette is here with what you can expect for the rest of the day and tomorrow as well. It is now 6:30 on Wednesday, November 28th. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy halfway there.
We're almost there. I always say we're closer to Friday. We're closer to the weekend.
Absolutely.
But you know what? Let's take it in because the weather
feels
is
so nice.
It does.
It
right?
really is. You
Our
know, for a
taste of fall.
change. Come on. You know, I know.
For us, it's taste of winter.
It is
That's
really.
okay, true.
Yeah.
We
I would
skipped a
say
whole
so.
season.
Yeah, right.
We just jumped across the calendar there.
It seems that way, and
For us
temperatures
anyway,
have been dropping. And you know, for South Florida, for our standards, it feels cold out there. You're going to need to bundle up. Let's get to that view of our Fort Lauderdale camera and a spectacular sunrise. So, my weather watchers, I want to see what you got.
Happening right now, more than 100 people lined up this morning. Take a look at that to get a little help for the holidays. The Latin Chamber of Commerce will give away 3,000 vouchers this morning. It's an event that became a holiday staple in Miami, and CBS 4's Amber Diaz is live out there in Little Havana with more information. Good morning, Amber.
It's 4 this morning.
All right, Amber, thank you. And good that the sun is coming up now, so it'll get a little warmer.
A little warmer.
Yeah, now at 6:36, the cruelest kind of scam is making its rounds here in South Florida. It begins with a phone call from someone saying they've kidnapped your child.
This is just unbelievable. Who could do something so awful and why? CBS 4's Gary Nelson spoke with a family who lived these few moments of sheer terror firsthand. It's a CBS 4 News safety alert. An emotional scene as a 13-year-old is reunited with loved ones after surviving a drive-by shooting Monday night. That shooting took the life of her 33-year-old mother, who was 3 months pregnant. The shooting happened just before 7 on Monday night outside of an Opa-locka home near Northwest 27th Avenue and Opa-locka Boulevard. See, Lexis Richardson and her mother, Juanita Curry Golden, were inside of a car. Richardson had been visiting her best friend. The home was also hit by bullets. Police are not sure who was being targeted.
Imagine you going on in life without your big sister, without the one you depended on your whole life. Imagine that. How would that make you feel?
7 years ago, the victim's 20-year-old brother, Donald Jones, was also killed in a drive-by in Miami-Dade. Richardson was wounded in the right shoulder and came home with a sling. Miami-Dade police are looking for 2 male subjects. Call police if you have any information. We're learning. Well, new this morning, the Chinese scientist who sparked international outrage after announcing he helped create the world's first genetically edited baby is publicly defending his work. At a conference in Hong Kong, he said he is proud despite the criticisms. He says his purpose was to make the babies resistant to HIV. There is an international agreement not to edit the genes of human embryos intended for a pregnancy. This morning, he says a second pregnancy is now underway.
6:42 now, and President Trump sending out a tweet about Broward County Supervisor of Elections Brenda Snipes, why it's raising some eyebrows this morning.
And the new details about the deadly California bar shooting, what investigators are now revealing about this carefully planned attack.
That's a look at traffic. Back to you.
Thank you, Christina. When Broward County Supervisor of Elections Brenda Snipes leaves her post in January, she will receive what some are calling some generous pension benefits. Snipes resigned this month following the recount that had Broward in the national spotlight for all the wrong reasons, including slow vote counting. According to the Sun-Sentinel, Snipes will be eligible to collect nearly $130,000 a year in state pensions for her combined 50 years as a public school educator and public official. Snipes earned just under $179,000 a year. Meanwhile, a rather odd tweet from President Donald Trump last night about Brenda Snipes. On his verified Twitter account, it reads, quote, Brenda Snipes, in charge of voting in Broward County, Florida, was just spotted wearing a beautiful dress with 300 I voted signs on it. Just kidding. She is a fine, very honorable, and highly respected voting tactician. The president may have been referring to a photoshopped meme that was going around during the recount that showed Snipes with I voted stickers all over herself. Caught on camera, police have arrested 2 robbery suspects who led them on a wild car chase in Los Angeles. The suspects, driving an SUV, jumped curbs, they ran red lights, and they drove on the wrong side of the road. The SUV nearly hit cars and pedestrians along the way. Police tried to stop the vehicles with spike strips, but that didn't work. After more than an hour, the driver crashed the SUV into an empty bus stop. The suspects then tried to run away on foot. One of them attempted to hijack another vehicle, but they were quickly arrested. Several vehicles were damaged during this chase, but it's unclear if anyone was injured. 6:52 now. Another check on this morning's headlines is coming up next.
Now here's a quick wrap-up of your Wednesday morning headlines. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School's principal says he's outraged at the decision to reassign 4 of his staff members.
In a video taken by an MSD student, Ty Thompson is heard telling students how to voice their disapproval and who they should contact about getting the decision changed. He also promises to look into it himself. The 4 administrators were reassigned based on recommendations from the MSD Public Safety Commission. The move prompted protests and student walkouts at the school Tuesday.
Miami-Dade police detectives are looking for 3 police impersonators. Detectives say a red Corvette was pulled over early Tuesday morning in Kendall Lakes. The 2 people inside were forced to hand over $2,000, a gold chain, and a gold ring. Police say 2 of the fake cops were wearing ski masks and 1 had a gun. Detectives say the impersonators were in a Dodge Charger and the driver activated red and blue lights.
Developing right now, investigators in Indiana are looking into the cause of a house fire that killed 6 people. This is in the city of Logansport, about an hour and a half north of Indianapolis. 4 of the victims are children. Firefighters were able to save 2 adults who are now in the hospital. Freezing temperatures and the lack of a water source made it difficult for fire crews to fight those flames.
And happening right now, hundreds of people lined up this morning for a chance to get a little help for the holidays. These are live pictures out of Little Havana, where about 3,000 holiday basket vouchers will be distributed at 8 this morning. Each voucher is good for a food basket worth hundreds of dollars. Now, this is the 33rd year the Latin Chamber of Commerce hosts the popular holiday food drive, sponsored by many community businesses. And it's chilly out there.
Yes. Did you see everyone in line bundled up?
Blankets, everything.
Yeah, it's in the 50s and 40s. So for us, it's a big shock to the system. And right now, it is a stunning sunrise from our broad camera in Fort Lauderdale. Rise and shine, my friends, and bundle up. 48 in Fort Lauderdale. See, I told you temperatures were falling. 51 in Miami, 64, even cool in Key West. And look at these coldest readings, mid to upper 40s in Coral Springs, Parkland, Deerfield Beach, and over by Zoo, Miami. And highs today will struggle to reach the mid to upper 60s. Tomorrow, still a chilly start with upper 40s and 50s. Highs back in the 70s. And you guessed it, as we get into Friday, the upper 70s. And, you know, the cool snap, not going to last too long, but take advantage while you can. We'll be warmer into the weekend with the 80s. Let's get a check of your drive now.
I have to say the traffic is not too bad. I have a feeling that people are having a hard time getting out of bed.
Yes,
I think so.
Cuddled up?
It would be so
nice, right?
Yes.
But it's time. It's time to get up and get going, everybody. Pour your coffee. Get out and join us.
Remember, we're layers because it's chilly out there. Bundle the little ones. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. Bye-bye.